Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Brian coming at you. Hey, I'm gonna take you through my full body stretch. All right. This is the second time I'm recording this intro, so I'm a little frustrated because it didn't work the first time. But I'm taking you through my full body stretch. I'm really excited about this. I've been telling a lot of you guys that I was gonna make a full body stretch exercise yoga slash program. Right. Um, Turned 40 in December. I've been doing this probably for the past, like every day, probably for the past 3 to 4 years. I'm a professional break dancer slash instructor. I love doing this. This thing like really helps me to get my mind correct, and just it's a relaxation kind of thing. I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna speak through the whole thing. This is primarily for people that want to maybe recover from injury, be more flexible, and also just even for professionals that do a lot of movement throughout the day. Whether it's dancers or whether it's construction workers or whatever. You're moving constantly, right? We're gonna work out the full body, head to toe, like everything. So I'm gonna show you what I do. It's been extremely effective for me. I've been able to heal a lot of injuries. Just through stretching and strengthening, right? Strengthening is a separate thing, but this is the stretching part, which I feel like it starts with this, so you prevent the injury stuff, right? Yeah, we're gonna get to it. I'm gonna talk through this video. I'm super excited to make it. I love doing this stretch. Like I said, yoga came into my life about 2 years ago, and I'm not a yogi or anything of that nature, but I really take that concept of listening to your body, right, is really, really important. So my stretch every day looks a little bit different based on what my body is telling me it needs, right? Yesterday I did a lot of hamstring work and a lot of handstand work. So there's a lot of upper back and hamstring tension this morning that I feel, and I'm so ready to get into this thing. I feel like I can't leave the house without doing it. So without further ado, we'll start up. If you can't follow along, you can always modify, right? You can always rewind as well if you need to see it. Again, this is not a performance stretch necessarily. It's a listening to your body and really just enjoying the process, relaxing. All right. First, my favorite stretch, oh my God, is the forward fold. They call it the yoga, right? I love this stretch so much. Um, it's my favorite stretch. If you can't do anything, doing this forward fold is really beneficial. Like I feel it all the way from the calves to the hamstrings, even the back of the knee here, to even my back, letting my arms hang over, right? And obviously you may not be able to go here, right? But even if you're here, just hanging and just chilling. I rock my body. I just chill in this position. And sometimes I will hold this position for up to 5 minutes because it feels good. Not even for a performance thing. I'm trying to accomplish a goal, but I'm just gonna hold it, right? So literally a big part of my stretching routine is listening to my body and doing what feels good. Like this rock right here feels really good. I feel it like right here in my hamstrings, right? So I'm rocking. For a more deeper stretch, if you're here, you put your hands here. This will kind of pull you in deeper. I'm compressing with my hip flexors here, right, to go deeper. And again, if you're not going as deep, it's fine. It's about feeling good, right? If you're hurting, you stop. But there is a difference between hurting and like, oh man, my body's stretching. That's for you to determine. But if it's just a stretch and you just feeling it, that's good, right? So literally, I'm gonna just stay in this position until my body feels like I want to go to something else. And you'll notice the longer you're in this position, you'll go deeper and deeper, right? Again, even if you're not starting from all the way here. Don't forget to breathe. I'm not huge on talking about breathing so much. Obviously, I breathe, but that's something I could probably improve in. But the breaths are really good. I'm literally gonna close my eyes and just chill right here because it feels so good. I'm just kind of chilling, relaxing my mind. As you can see, I'm moving through this a lot because for me, it's about feeling good, not necessarily a performance thing per se. Just whatever feels good for my body. And I'm trying to go deeper, right? There's a slight performance element where I'm trying to go deeper, but that's not the main focus per se right now. All right, my body feels like it's time to come up. Oh, that is like, dude, I could just end the video there, honestly. That forward fold is the bomb. My head feels like more clear. Like, I love it. All right, so next, I'm gonna go into this. I forget the name, but this is another one of my favorite stretches. So you're here, flat foot, straight down, right? Now everybody might not be able to do this. If you can't, it's totally fine, okay? I like to just kind of chill on this. I forgot the name of this stretch in yoga. It has a name, but I love doing this one. If you can't do this, what you can do is maybe come up, lean down as far as you can, right? And just come back up, kind of like a squat, right? I'm gonna chill in this, just kind of working my hips out, getting everything loose. Oh, also another really important point, I just took a shower, right? And that's really important, a hot shower, because my body is loose already, right? I don't get out of bed and do this. It wouldn't feel good at all. I always 100% of the time take a shower before I do all this. Okay, so that's part of your thing as well. If you want to take a bath, you can do that, but you should definitely be warm, right? So I use my warm up for the shower. Okay, I'm just gonna put the leg out here, kind of stretch this inner thigh muscle here, and I'm kind of pushing down on it, right? Wherever your level is for yourself, right? But try it, try something, right? If you're not going all the way down here, try something. Even if you're just here, pull that kind of leg here and get that stretch there, okay? I'm gonna hit the other side here. Oh, dude, once you feel it, it feels so good. So I'm kind of putting my hand, I rub by the area that I feel like is being stressed a lot. It feels good. So I'm kind of going deeper into here. Again, I'm putting my foot up just to get more of a behind the thigh, right? Like I said, my stretches are different every day. I might not necessarily even do this first, this early within the stretch. But today, like I said, a lot of this back is tight. So we'll go the opposite way. As you can see, I'm not counting. It's just decent to count if you need to. I don't count as much anymore. Again, I love the yoga just philosophy of just being able to just enjoy it, you know, enjoying the stretch. And there's some things I do count for, right? When I'm doing more of a performance type stretch, right? All right, so I'm gonna go into middle splits here. Again, this may be something that is more challenging for most, right? But again, just attempt it, even if you just stand here, right? And if it starts to hurt, then you just stop, right? But find your point that it feels good. Move this. We'll talk about all this equipment a little later. Oh yeah, yoga blocks. I should have started off with this. Yoga blocks, dude, this is the best piece of workout equipment that I have, these yoga blocks. I mean, I should have started off with that. So if some of these things are difficult for you, grab a yoga block, right? And you can kind of prop yourself up with it, right? Prop yourself up with the yoga block, okay? So again, if you can't get this deep, It's totally fine, but do something. If you can't even do this, sit on the floor and straddle. We're gonna do this later and focus on this. But if you can't even get up to split, just open your legs, put your hands behind you, sit up and just straddle. Okay? The thing is just challenging your body, right? It is difficult, but do something, right? It's important. So literally I'm just holding this for as long as it feels good. I usually don't even start off with middle splits this early. I usually do this kind of stuff at the end. But again, today my body is loving this, and so I'm doing it. Other days my body doesn't, and I don't. All right, we're done with that. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna have days where you can stretch a lot, and sometimes you have days where you can't, and that's totally fine. Today is a day I feel like I'm pretty flexible, which is good for this video. But yesterday was not. Well, hold on, what was yesterday? I don't know how it was yesterday, but I remember sometimes I have days where I can stretch a lot, sometimes not. I want to stretch my toes as well. So I'm just gonna, boom, lean back on my toes. They're flexed, as you can see here, right? Kind of bounce on them a little bit, getting that toe flexion. I walk a lot, about an hour a day, so so the toes can get cramped sometimes, all right? All right, next one we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch these thighs. My body is saying, let's stretch the thighs. So first I'll show you the modified way, and I'll show you the way I do. So the way I do, I feel like it's pretty advanced. So the modified way, grab a wall, grab your leg and pull. Keep your back straight and pull in, okay? And you're gonna hold that. You can count it out if you like. What I'm gonna do, the second version of that, one leg out, one leg here, and you just lean all the way back, right? Third version, all right, most advanced version of it that I do is here, and I just go all the way back, okay? So I'm gonna do this one. If you're doing number one, grab a wall and just hold, right? And again, we're trying to get comfortable. We're trying to get comfortable. We're trying to enjoy. We're not necessarily thinking about, we're not necessarily thinking like, how flexible can I get right now? And how far can I touch? And how far can I do this, right? We're just enjoying, right? Like I'm pulsing my pelvis right now because I'm enjoying that. It's just helping to stretch the thighs, right? And all that stuff. I'm putting my hands up, you know. I'm just focusing on this muscle, like getting loose, right? All right, so we done with that. Oh, So I feel my back. So I'm gonna do a little back stretch. I don't know, I just kind of created this stretch. It's probably a real thing too, but it's something I do. Kind of gonna sit on my toe, grab my shin, and pull my back apart, right? And this kind of opens up my back. I'm kind of just pulsing through it. Just opening that back. All right. And circle your arm a little bit. Get that shoulder loose. Put my hands up. And I'm just literally just doing stuff that feels good at this point, right? Just putting my hands up, trying to stretch my shoulders back, not arching my back. I have a problem with that, so I want to keep it straight. I was trying headspins years ago, and I like,
1, 2, 3, 4.
The other is cow. So this is cow, just up, pushing your back up. And then I'm gonna go back to cow. All right, and I'm gonna go to a child's pose. All right. So just straight here, my legs up. Oh, this is all shoulders. All shoulders, right? So I'm just gonna bend back. I'm arching my back. It's two ways, right? You can arch your back, right? Or you can keep your back straight and kind of focus more on the shoulders, right? So I'm gonna keep my back straight and try to I'm just pulsing down. Trying to keep my arms straight. Again, just do as much as you can as what feels good. And if it hurts, just stop. I'm gonna arch my back because I like this stretch as well. And I'm gonna push it back. All right. Oh, that's a good shoulder one. My next favorite one, I have a bunch of favorite ones from yoga. I don't know the name of this. I wish I did, but I'm just gonna go here. Step one is just lean back, right? This is kind of for your back and shoulders. You just lean with the prayer hands. Okay, if you can, grab your heel and just push out, right? So I feel my biceps stretching here. I feel my shoulders stretching. I am putting my head back. I feel my abs stretching, shoulders, everything. Okay, this is step two. Step three will be kind of like going back to step one, except you go this back as far as possible. Oh. Whew. Back to cat. And I'm kind of moving through it because it feels good for my lower back. We're gonna stretch our wrists. So not just this, but this entire forearm, right? I do a bunch of handstands so the forearm gets very sore, okay? And a lot of breaking too, right? We on our hands. So I'm gonna sit here, feet flat, put my fingertips to my knee, and I'm just gonna go back gently, all right? And I'm gonna kind of push my forearms out. I pulse through it. I pulse through a lot of my stretching. It's just, it feels good. Some people say don't do it, but it feels good to me and I love it. Then I'm gonna go the opposite way. So we stretch this part. Now we wanna stretch this back part. So same thing, but this way. This one be even more gentle with. And I'm gonna go down and kind of push my hands into the ground until I feel my forearm. Give it a slight pulse. All right, last one. I just do this because I love it. I'm not even sure what exactly a stretch, but it's a wrist stretch. I feel like it's like this part, like the actual, what we, typically refer to as the wrist. The hands flat, and then I lean forward, right, on my hand. Kind of move back and forth. Hands up, back straight, as far back as you can go. All right, this is another one I just like to do for the shoulders. I put my hands behind me, okay, lock them together, and then I just go like this, okay? Head to the ground and just pulse that back. Again, very gently, very gentle. I changed my hand placement because I've been doing it like this for years. I don't know why. It just feels good. All right. Now we'll do downward dog, which is not one of my favorite yoga poses. I don't like it so much, but downward dog is really good for, I feel, the hamstrings and also the calf muscles as well. All right. And the shoulders too. Okay, so we go up here, push up. And again, I move through a lot of this. All right. I'm gonna show you a variation that I created, okay? It's to kind of get more calf stretch. If I put this hand here and I kind of push myself back, I'll feel it actually in my glutes. My glutes all the way down in my calf. So I'm here and I push. Okay, actually I feel this more in my glutes than anything. So back, I'm gonna stretch my shoulders. Other hand, push myself back, focusing on this leg. So left hand, right leg. Push back. In this, I'm just trying to push my shoulders down. Okay. We'll walk back up, forward fold again. Whew. I'm feeling good. I hope you guys are too. I feel like majority of the stretches are done. We still have a few more, but I'm feeling like a whole new person, which is awesome. All right. First important piece of equipment when you're stretching is water, just to hydrate your body. I'm assuming, I'm not a scientist, but I'm assuming that you're losing water, right? As you're doing this, water is going out of your body. I'm talking a lot, so water is going out. I'm in Vegas, it's super dry and hot out here, so water is going out. So you want to always put water back in. So yoga blocks and water. Actually, we have a bunch of stretches left. I just remembered. So right now, I'm just listening to my body, saying what I want to do next. And I think I want to stretch my hip flexors. All right. I'm gonna get the yoga blocks. I love these things; they're bomb. So I'm gonna go here. Okay. Level 1 is kind of like your dog box high. You're just holding this. You gotta push your hip forward. So not like just like this, but you want to put this foot out and then lean, lean, lean. You may not be able to lean a lot. You may be hearing just, oh, I can only go that far. But lean, okay? Enjoy the stretch, all right? Let your body open up a little bit, all right? So this is how I go about doing this one here. I put my foot up, and I kind of pulse it. I can feel this all through the groin hip flexor area. All right, I'm gonna get rid of the yoga blocks, go a little bit lower here. Oh, like I said, this is one of my flexible days, so I'm feeling good. Not every day I can just go down this easy, but I think because I worked my legs, I worked out, I'm realizing the more when I work out and strengthen, the flexibility gets better. That's if I stretch the day after, right? But if I do a lot of strength and I'm not stretching, then yeah, it's gonna lock up, all right? So I'm gonna go all the way down here. Oh, kind of bouncing through it. Put this knee down. It's easier. I'm kind of just pushing my leg out. I can feel it in my glute here and also through here, okay? And I'm just going down. Here, just hold it. All right, I don't do this every day, but I'm gonna do the middle split. All right, the middle split stretch. Again, this is more of an advanced thing. You don't have to do it, but blocks will help, right? So I'm just having these blocks here, and I'm focusing on pushing this leg. A lot of this upper hamstring area, I feel it getting stretched. And to me, if I feel something getting stretched, that means I probably haven't stretched it enough, right? Like if I do it and I feel it like breaking up, it's a good thing. It probably means I haven't done it enough as well. Oh. So just hold that for a little bit. Go back to middle. Go to the knee and hip flexor on this side. Oh. So we're gonna push forward. Oof. See, I'm not ready to go down yet on this. I need to hold it a little bit longer. Stretching my shoulder while I'm at it. So use the blocks to go down just to this point first. Again, get rid of the blocks all the way down. All right, one exercise, one stretch that I forgot to do on the other side. I'm gonna do it now. So level one would be like this. I'm stretching forward and I just lift my hands up and I kind of try to arch my back. You'll get more stretch in that hip flexor, right? Okay. Level two, I can come up and I can go back even further. All right. All right, then I'm gonna go to middle split. Oh, you'll feel both sides of your body feel completely different. One side can flex a lot in certain areas, the other side of your body, not so much, right? It's interesting. Oh, like this feels way tighter than my right leg did. Don't push too hard. I just felt like I pushed a little bit too hard and I felt a little thing in my back. So be careful. The more advanced you get, the more you want to push it. But don't push too hard. God willing, you have many days to push harder and harder every day. You don't have to do it all in one day. I'm going back to middle splits, all right? Because I'm kind of getting the groin. As you can see, we're kind of focusing on this groin area. Again, if you can't do middle split, just go down the straddle, all right? You'll go as far as you can, hold it, find your place, and then you can let it go. I'm doing kind of a split training here where I'm gonna hold it as long as I can. Similar to forward fold, we held it so long, right? This is another one. This is more of a performance thing, okay? Where I'm trying to get middle splits, right? So I kind of build it into my stretch program. So this is more of a performance thing, but my mindset is still like I'm not gonna push myself to the limit, right? I'm just gonna hold this, but I feel comfortable. I feel good at this point. I'm not in crazy amount of pain, but it feels good. It's just a good stretch day, so I figure, hey, go for a little bit more. And if it wasn't, I wouldn't be doing it. I didn't do this yesterday for sure. All right, we're gonna push back up. Oh, ooh, that was challenging. All right, so now we're gonna go for the hamstring again. We do a lot of hamstring. I feel like we sit, especially for those that have sit-in jobs. I think anybody, hamstring is just one of the muscles that is just for me, it was very underdeveloped, and I feel like for a lot of people, it's very underdeveloped. So it's good to work on this bad boy, okay? As you can see, I got these yoga blocks in my hand. They're the bomb. Get a pair of yoga blocks for real. If I had anything, water yoga blocks. You're good to go, okay? And a yoga mat, I am on carpet, but if you're on wood floor, you probably want a mat. I have a mat as well. But the mat, yoga blocks, water, maybe a speaker, play some music, you're good to go. But I'm pulsing. If you can only go here, just focus on here. Have these blocks you can put your hands on, even just your fingertips, and kind of just let yourself feel it, okay? This is where I am, so I'm just hitting here. I'm going all the way down. And I'm just holding, compressing my hip flexor. This is good. I feel it in the glutes and the hamstring. So a lot of times when you focus hamstring, you're also focusing on glutes, which a lot of your lower back pain is actually this thing, okay? This is a huge muscle that pulls on the back. So the more you stretch this bad boy out, your back pain should dissipate some, especially lower. We'll go around the other way. Oh, yeah. See, the left is like a lot more. I feel it more. Back to forward fold. You're probably closer to touching your toes than you've ever been. If you've been following along, which is really good. I'm bending my knees a little bit, which is totally fine. Bend your knees a little bit if you have to. Come up. Back down. Water. We're doing it today, y'all. All right. So what's next? Oh yeah. This one you do need yoga blocks. It's like child pose, but with yoga blocks. Okay, if you don't have it, just do child's pose or downward dog again. Okay. The blocks here. Okay, this is a shoulder mobility. My shoulder work hasn't been great the past few years, so I'm focusing on this a lot more. So going down again, not arching your back for the shoulder, keeping it straight, and pushing the shoulders down. Back to cat. Shins pull. So there's some in-between stretches I do. You don't necessarily have to do, but I kind of just sometimes like to work my body out. It just feels like it needs to be just shooken out a bit. All right. Just determining what I want to do next. Kind of listening to my body, saying what's next. Feeling more of this stuff here. So reach out, touch the toes. I'm gonna challenge myself a little bit more. I'm gonna get this yoga block here. Reach straight out. Turn it this way. This is like my max here. Try to go out. We're gonna stretch this here. Okay. Knee down here. Hand straight up. Reach over. Oh. Pulse. Switch. What's up?
What's up, Dad?
Yes.
Hey, might I have cereal? We ate,
Yeah, go ahead. Stretch it over. Switch. Reach. Back around. Got some water. All right, we're gonna stretch our glute. Making a video is very different from doing it myself. I feel like I'm kind of rushing, but it's okay. It's cool. But this really is a relaxation meditation thing, stretching, right? Allowing your body to feel good. You know, that's the main point. If you take anything, just allowing your body to feel good and being consistent, doing it every day. It does help clear up a lot of stuff in your mind and things like that. And you're taking care of your body at the same time. All right. We're gonna stretch the butt again. Whew. Right now you can just chill. I'm gonna just chill here for a second. Slow down a little bit. All right, put your leg up here. So if you're following along, my right leg is up. My right hand goes through here. My left hand goes over my knee, not my foot, my knee. So two hands on my knee. Okay, right leg is up, right hand, put it through the hole. Grab my knee, my left hand comes around and grabs my knee. Okay, and I pull it as close to my chest as possible. This one I do count because I had a back injury and this glute stretch kind of like saved my life. And I feel like my glutes always kind of need work. So I do count this one out. I'm counting in my mind, but just follow along. Remember to pull. Good. Legs up. If you can't put your legs up, you don't have to do it like this. You can just put them down. Okay, we're gonna switch. Left leg. Left hand through the hole. Grab your knee. Other hand comes around, grabs the knee and pulls. You're just gonna chill. Just try to relax your body at different times, you know. Stretching is hard. Life is hard. Maybe think about some things you're grateful for. Or if there's a movement you want to do that you like, do it. Relax. I'm gonna do a bridge. Okay, I know not. And just push your body up as much as you can and hold it as long as you can and let it go. Okay, but I'm just kind of doing this to just push my body up a little bit and then come back down. Oh, this will stretch my back out. Whew. I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna put my hands back, just kind of stretch my shoulders. Not a required stretch, just something that feels good to me. All right. Just working the kinks out. All right, you still with me? That's pretty dope. We're gonna grab some more water and then we're gonna end with a straddle. All right, it's something I've been working on. This is somewhat performance for me, but it's something I've been working on, getting a pancake, touching my head to the ground, right? But incorporate it with that yoga philosophy of listening to your body. Yeah, we're not gonna just push for it as hard as possible. We're actually gonna take our time through it, okay? So a lot of people, I'm working with a group of kids here in Vegas and we're going over stretching, and a lot of them have a hard time just sitting like this, right? And I'm assuming a lot of you may have a hard time just sitting like this. If you can't, the goal for you right now, everything I'm doing will be very difficult. Your goal is you're gonna be putting your hands behind your back and just sitting like this, okay? As long as you can, right? Once it starts to feel uncomfortable, bring your legs to the front and shake it out. Okay, if you can do more, just follow me, okay? If not, it's totally fine, okay? Oh, I feel it all in this upper hamstring. So I usually start just kind of going slow through this, right? It's not a race. Give yourself an hour to stretch, right? If you're a little bit more advanced, if you're a beginner, give yourself 10, 15 minutes, right? Just to do that forward fold and some other things that you enjoy. So I'm kind of working my body into this. I can touch my head to the ground, which is cool now. But I have to work into it. I just can't start doing it. I have to kind of get some of these stretches in, take it slow, listen to my body. All right, we're gonna bring our legs in. And we're gonna sit cross-legged to end it out. Just kind of sitting in this cross-legged position, which for me, it can be a challenge. So I kind of like to do things that challenge me a little bit. So just sitting in this position. And I'm gonna sit right leg first to left. So we're gonna do cross-legged both ways. All right, and we're gonna sit and just kind of move within this position. Okay, we're almost out. I got these here. I was doing some other stuff, some advanced stuff that I didn't put in the video, but that's why those are there. All right, we're gonna reach forward as low as you can go. Kind of stretch out those hips. Then we're gonna switch. Left leg in this time, right leg. Stretch it around. Reach down. I didn't stretch that long, rotate on this one because we kind of got the hips on the last one. Oh. That's the full body stretch. There's another thing I do. I guess I'll include it in this too. It's a little bit advanced. It's like a half lotus. Okay, so half lotus, foot up here. Again, not every day I do everything, but for this video, I kind of went full out on everything. But you just kind of pulse this up. Again, some people may not even be able to get here. If you can't, it's okay. You know, keep your hands behind you. Okay, maybe even push up on your butt a little bit, or your hands push off of your butt. All right. Kind of pulse this. It's level 1. This is another stretch that's very difficult for me, and it takes a little bit of time. Next, you put your hands out. Right. Again, if you can't do this, keep your hands behind you and just be like that. Okay, it's totally fine. Just let your body stretch it out. If you can't reach forward, then of course we're going to switch to the other one. This is the right over the left. This one is going to be the left on the right thigh. Good. We're going to start off pulsing. And move the hands to the front if you can. If not, keep them back there. Just chill. Let go if you are hurting. You want your body to feel good. Just stretch it out. Come up, butterfly. Let's put my legs straight first, shake it out. We're gonna butterfly it. I'm pushing down. I'm just pushing down as far as I can. I'm kind of forcing it, okay? This one is a performance one for me because I want to get all the way down. So I'm just pushing for a few seconds and I'm gonna let go. Try to keep that back straight. You don't have to push if you don't want. Legs out. And we're gonna end on our back, all right? I know this is kind of from a yoga thing, just kind of chilling. This is like laying on your back on a hard surface is the bomb. So just kind of lay down and chill. So we just lay down and chill for a few seconds. Or land on your stomach, either one. Oh, but that's a long stretch. You did good work. No matter how much you performed. The work was good. We'll end with a prayer here, okay? Thank you, God, for this day. God, my body definitely feels ready. I'm grateful, God, for the opportunity and the strength to be able to move. A blessing that you've given us, which is awesome. God, thank you for everybody that watched the video and took away something from it. I'm grateful to be able to do this, God, and I pray for our health. I pray, God, that no matter what comes against us today, God, that we'll use the strength that you've given us to overcome, obstacles, because they're real, especially for us adults. And, it's a lot that's going on in life. And so I pray for all the different situations, God, that are happening in Ukraine, with our government, with inflation, just so many crazy things that are going down. But I'm grateful that you provide, everything, God, that we need. And thank you, God. I love you. Amen. Whew. Hey, good job, you guys. Whew. That's it. We out.